Welcome to a new episode of Norway Perspectives, brought to you by Norway Relocation Group, your trusted partner in making your move to Norway smooth, informed, and successful. Today, we're focusing on a big topic for many international residents: bringing your family to Norway. If you're moving with your partner and children, or planning to reunite with family already living in Norway, there are some important processes, rules, and expectations you need to be aware of. In this episode, we'll walk you through how family immigration works, which permits are required, what to expect with Norwegian schooling and kindergartens, how healthcare works for dependents, support available for integration, and key advice for helping your family adjust to life in Norway. Let's begin. Understanding family immigration. In Norway, Norway allows many types of family reunification and accompanying family permits, but the process depends on your situation. If you're moving to Norway for work, study, or you already live here long term, you may apply to bring your spouse or registered partner, a cohabiting partner, if you've lived together for at least 2 years, children under 18. In some cases, other close family members, though this is rare and requires special conditions. Each family member must apply for a residence permit for family immigration, typically through the Norwegian Directorate of Immigration, or UDI. The person already living in Norway is referred to as the reference person. They must meet certain requirements, such as a legal residence permit, adequate income and housing, no recent criminal convictions or immigration violations, application process and processing times. Family immigration applications are submitted online through UDI, No, followed by an in-person appointment at a Norwegian embassy or police station, depending on where you're applying from. Each applicant needs a valid passport, proof of relationship, marriage certificate, birth certificate, cohabitation documentation, the reference person's income and residence documentation, a signed application form and fee payment. Processing times vary. On average, for spouses and children, 2 to 6 months. For cohabitants, often longer, depending on the documentation. Once approved, your family members will receive a residence card upon arrival in Norway, and they'll be registered in the National Population Register. If they're staying long-term, they'll be assigned a fødselsnummer or personal ID number, just like any other resident. Bringing children and enrolling in school. One of the great benefits of moving to Norway as a family is the public education system, which is free and high quality. Children living in Norway must attend school from the year they turn 6. The stages include barneskole, primary school, grades 1 to 7, ungdomsskole, lower secondary, grades 8 to 10. Videregående skole, upper secondary, optional but common, covering ages 16 to 19. Public education is provided in Norwegian, but many schools offer Norwegian language support for newly arrived students, including introductory programs and language immersion. Parents do not need to pay tuition, but they may pay for things like school lunches, excursions, or supplies. There are also international schools in cities like Oslo, Bergen, Stavanger, and Trondheim, which offer instruction in English or other languages. These are private and charge tuition, but may be a good fit for families planning to stay short-term or those with older children. Kindergarten and early childhood care. For children under 6, Norway offers barnehage or kindergarten. Barnehage is not mandatory, but it is heavily subsidized and widely used. It focuses on play-based learning, social development, and nature exploration. You can apply for a place at a municipal or private barnehage once your child is registered in Norway. Monthly fees depend on your household income, but there's a national maximum price cap that keeps fees affordable. Most children attend barnehage full-time, and the system is considered one of the best in Europe for early childhood development. Healthcare for family members. Once your family is registered in Norway with a legal residence permit, they'll have access to the public healthcare system. Each family member will be assigned a fastlege or general practitioner, have access to emergency care, maternity services, and pediatric care, pay small co-payments for doctor visits and prescriptions, just like other residents. Be eligible for a free court or exemption card after reaching a yearly spending cap. Prenatal care and childbirth are covered under the public system, and new parents also receive support from the Health Visitor Service, which checks in with families during the first year of a child's life. Dental care is free for children under 18, but not for adults. Parental leave and work-life balance. Norway is known for its generous parental leave and strong support for work-life balance. If you're working in Norway and have a child, you may qualify for paid parental leave through NAV, Norway's social insurance system. The standard parental leave is up to 49 weeks at full pay, or 59 weeks at reduced pay leave can be shared between both parents, with a portion reserved for each to promote equality. Fathers are encouraged and expected to take part of the leave. In addition, many workplaces are family-friendly, offering flexible schedules, child sick days, and vacation time during school breaks. Integration support for families. Adjusting to a new country is challenging, but Norway offers support for families to integrate and feel at home. Newcomers can access Norwegian language courses, often subsidized or free introduction programs for refugees and family reunification migrants, public libraries, youth centers, and community clubs, support through local municipalities and family centers, cultural orientation and job training for spouses. For children, public schools provide language classes and cultural inclusion programs. Most teachers are experienced in working with international students. For parents, participating in local activities, like sports clubs, volunteer work, or school events, is a great way to build community. Long-term residency and citizenship for family members. If your family stays in Norway for several years, they may become eligible for permanent residence or Norwegian citizenship. Permanent residence typically requires at least 3 years of continuous legal residence, a valid residence permit, passing a Norwegian language and social studies test, no serious criminal record. Citizenship requires 7 years of residence, or less in some cases, language proficiency, social integration, renouncing previous citizenship in countries where dual citizenship isn't allowed. Children born in Norway to foreign parents may eventually become eligible for citizenship if the family remains in the country long term. Tips for moving as a family. Here are some helpful tips to make your move easier and more successful. Start paperwork early. Immigration applications take time. Make a relocation checklist. Schools, housing, healthcare, ID numbers. Get involved in local activities. Children adjust faster when they're socially connected. Don't delay language learning. Even basic Norwegian makes a big difference. Prepare your children. Talk about the move, the culture, and school expectations. Ask for help. Norway has many public services and support channels. Relocation is always challenging, but thousands of families have made the transition and found a good life here. Final thoughts. Norway is one of the most family-oriented countries in the world. With strong public services, safe communities, generous parental leave, and high-quality education and healthcare, it offers families a stable foundation for the future. Relocating as a family requires planning, patience, and flexibility, but it's absolutely possible, and for many, it's deeply rewarding. Norway Perspectives is brought to you by Norway Relocation Group, helping people from around the world start new lives in Norway with expert guidance on immigration, housing, registration, and more. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone planning to move as a family. And if you're ready to start learning Norwegian, visit our trusted partner, NLS Norwegian Language School at nlsnorwegian.no for flexible online and in-person language courses. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of Norway Perspectives.